The amazing adaptability of wolves. From forest to city, wolves are known for their wild, untamed nature, but their adaptability is truly remarkable. This video explores how these incredible creatures have thrived in both vast forests and, surprisingly, even in urban environments. You might think wolves belong in the wild. What if I told you they're thriving in cities? Join me as we explore the fascinating adaptability of wolves, from the forest they call home to the urban landscapes they've conquered. You might picture wolves as creatures of the deep wilderness, howling under the moon in snowy forests, right? But what if I told you that some wolves are adapting to city life, sneaking through suburbs, navigating highways, and even thriving in places we never expected? Yeah, wolves are way more adaptable than most people give them credit for. Let's take a walk on the wild side and the not-so-wild side as we explore the amazing adaptability of wolves from forest to city. Part 1. Classical wolf. Let's start with the image we all know, wolves in the wild. These animals are born survivors. Whether it's the dense forests of Canada or the icy tundra of Alaska, wolves are built to handle tough conditions. Thick fur, sharp senses, strong social bonds. They've got all the tools. They hunt in coordinated packs, track prey over long distances, and can go for days without food if they have to. In short, wolves are nature's ultimate team players. Part 2. Wolves don't just live in the wild anymore. But here's where it gets interesting. As human development expands, fewer forests, more suburbs, you might think wolves would retreat. But in many places they haven't. They've adapted. Take Germany, for example. After being nearly wiped out, wolves are now roaming parts of the country again, including areas not far from major cities. In North America, wolves are returning to regions they hadn't been seen in for decades, and not just in national parks. They're learning how to move through human spaces, quietly, cautiously, and often completely undetected. Part 3. How are wolves adapting? So how exactly do wolves manage to survive in or near human areas? First off, they're smart. Wolves are problem solvers. They learn quickly, and they pass knowledge through their pack. In human-dominated landscapes, that means avoiding roads during the day, moving under cover of darkness, and using railroad tracks, utility lines, or riverbanks as highways to travel more efficiently. Second, their diet is super flexible. We think of wolves hunting deer or elk, but in some areas, they'll also eat rabbits, rodents, roadkill, even garbage if it's available. No five-star dining, but hey, it works. And third, they're stealthy. Wolves are incredibly good at not being seen. In fact, most people who live near wolves have never actually seen one in person. They hear the howls, they might see a track, but the animals themselves, like shadows. Part 4. Urban wolves, it's happening. Now here's where it gets a little wild, literally. In some parts of the world, we're seeing signs of urban wolves. That doesn't mean wolves hanging out in Times Square or riding the subway, don't worry. But it does mean wolves are edging into suburban and even peri-urban areas, where people, pets, and cars are part of the landscape. In places like Rome, Italy, wolves have been spotted just outside the city, scavenging and hunting wild boar. In North America, there are coy wolves, a hybrid of coyotes and wolves, living in cities like Toronto and Chicago. They've taken adaptability to a whole new level. Part 5. What does this mean for us? Now let's be real. Having wolves near people raises important questions. How do we protect livestock? What about pets? What about us? Well, the truth is, wolf attacks on humans are extremely rare. Wolves are shy and generally avoid contact, but coexisting still takes effort. It means securing garbage, keeping pets indoors at night, and using non-lethal methods to protect farm animals, like guard dogs or proper fencing. Some communities are finding that having wolves nearby can actually help control overpopulated deer, reduce road accidents, and even bring balance to local ecosystems. It's not always easy, but it can work. Wolves remind us that nature isn't static. It shifts, it moves, it adapts, and sometimes it follows us into places we need. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that like button, share it with a fellow animal lover, and don't forget to subscribe for more.